Hey, Coach Candace here, and I want to talk with you about a topic today that I know many of my clients have struggled with, and honestly, something that I have struggled a lot with myself at times, and that is stress or emotional eating. And something that has really helped me work through that a lot, especially recently and other times, is the idea of HALT, HALT, or in asking myself, am I hungry, angry, or anxious, lonely, or tired? A lot of times, like when we do go to mindlessly snack or to eat something that maybe we didn't plan on for that day, can often be come back to one of those main things that, perhaps number one, you were truly hungry. When was the last time that you ate? On a scale of 1 to 10, how hungry are you? And if it's a 7 and 8, you're probably hungry. Looking at A, like, process your thoughts at the time. Like, when that thought to mindlessly snack came on, were you thinking about maybe a work project the next day, or maybe an important conversation you have to have coming up very soon? Or again, did you recently just get in arguments, or again, are you angry or are you anxious? L, lonely, is it just that you're by yourself and you're home for the evening, nobody's there, and that's when you're getting the idea to just want to sit and eat? So maybe it's a time to pick up the phone, call and check on somebody, or take the dog for a walk, go do something. Or T, tired. Like if you haven't been sleeping well, that's going to have an influence on you making the best decisions for yourself with eating. Generally speaking, aim for that 7 to 9 hours a night. But if you're getting less than that, that could really make making good decisions for yourself all the more difficult. So again, if I'm getting over a recent cold where I've been having some trouble sleeping through the night, so sometimes that's been attributing to me wanting to snack when I really sit and think about it. No, you know what? I'm really just tired. I'm not really hungry. And in those moments, I either just, drink a little bit of water or use it as an opportunity to go for a walk or maybe do some tidying up or just something else around the house to take my mind off it. And 95% of the time that helps. But as I mentioned, it's not 100% of the time that it helps. So just kind of like in those moments when I'm struggling, I decide no, I just feel like the best decision for me at this time is to go ahead and eat something. I then also, as best I can, and again, it's not 100% of the time, but a great majority of the time, I do then try to at least make a better decision. So the one night where again, and I don't even remember necessarily what was going on, but I just, feeling anxious and I just wanted a snack. So I did, but instead I just munched on some raw cauliflower and some baby carrots. But sometimes, it might end up being, a food that maybe isn't in alignment with your goals, but is available. And that's when it helps to go back to kind of like looking at what your red light foods are. What are the foods that are in your house that you might have difficulty controlling yourself around? If having a bag of chips in the house is going to be difficult for you to not think of or resort to when you're feeling those stressful moments, then it might be a good idea to just not have them in the house. But I really hope that helps. And I just want to address that because, again, I don't want anybody to feel alone in that. And it is something very common that people deal with is emotional or stress eating. So, again, number one, ask yourself, are you hungry, angry, anxious, lonely, or tired? And if it's one of those things, again, find a way to, manage through that time, whether again, be distracting yourself or busying yourself with something else. Or again, sometimes the right thing is to just, is to eat, if something's on your mind. But then again, you can also take it a step further and control that portion instead of letting that get out of hand too. So I really hope that helps. If there's anything I can do to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me questions. I'm always happy to help.